So in this session also, we will go back to our basic second syntax, new syntax. Actually, this is same. It is not a special or separate syntax. Only the columns which we are added is from LFA1. Now today I am going to add with just extension. Okay, till now we have internal table and work area have three columns. Now I am going to add bookers type LFB1 bookers. Okay, yes, ERDAT type LFB1, LFB1 of ERDAT. Then ER name type LFB1 of ER. That's all. So three columns from LFA1, three columns from LFB1. If that is the case, what you have to keep in your mind? So first listener, land one, name one, sequence is okay. If you go back, the LFB1, that is vendor master company code. Here you have to take, we don't want to take listener again. Bookers, ERDAT, ER name. This sequencing is important. So first date, next name. Okay. So because first of all, what is the business case? Because business requirement. Business requirement is okay. Yes, display vendor master. Okay, general data and company code data. That's it. For a particular vendor also. No problem. Okay. Or generally want all the data also. This is all vendors related general data, company code data you want to display. So for that we know because explanation. Okay. Yes. So vendor master, because this is explanation for you. Vendor master general data is available in which table? LFA1 table. So company code data. So company code data in LFB1. That is, see, this first statement is from business or client or customer. Second statement is from the functional consultant. And the last one is from here onwards, ABAP or role starts. How do you, because data is not from the single source, two source tables, that is LFA1 and LFB1. If that is the case, how you are going to proceed further? LFB1, A1 and B1 is this. So it's just extending yesterday's syntax only. Extending yesterday's syntax. Yesterday was you want to add few more columns from LFA1, LF. Only make sure that, yes, because, yes, in order to do this approach, underlying tables are having a relationship, that is integration, table relationship, having integration, yes, foreign key relationship, yes, okay, foreign key relationship, table relationship, that is important. So you cannot go with mismatched tables. Even I can extend it to LFC1 tables also, as I know that LFA1, B1 and LFC1, LFM1, all these are all vendor related. You can add it here. Correct? So for this table also, you can use insert and append normal all operations it will support because this is a standard. But since this is from the database. So how do you fetch it? So it's very simple, like fetching data from LFA1 and LFB1 database tables. Okay, using obviously select with join. So there is a one concept as joins. Okay, we will study that joins as a separate. Okay, so don't worry about it. Select. I'm going to use A as a alias name. A followed by listener. So A is representing A tilde, tilde or tilde, land one, then A tilde, name one. So A is representing LFA1, B is representing LFB1. Bookers means company code, B ER that means who created this vendor master, on which date, and who created. ER name means who created. So this is into table, what IT vendor. But from is not followed by single source. From LFA1 as A, LFA1 as A, inner join, LFB1 as B. On must be there, on followed by join condition. That is A tilde listener equals to B tilde listener. That's it. This is the yes. So now we are yes. Step declaration is here. ER, it should be declared with ER name. So because this is going to be internal table and work area column names with the same date SAP standard we are recommendations we are following. German field names also only we are using here. Correct. Right. Can I check size of RC for this? Yes. If size of RC not equals to 0, so we will go to write statement. What is that? Records not found. Because we are referring to both tables. Else record found. If it is record found, no need to write record found. So simply loop at IT vendor into work area vendor and loop. Yes, and end. Okay, here it is. And check. Is there anything new to you? Nothing. Because already you are familiar with loop and loop. Now write statement. Write statement work area vendor. Yes, all the 6 columns. Even though you forgot, can take the help of control space. First, to avoid typing errors. First one is listener. Okay, second one is work area vendor hyphen. Vendor hyphen listener. Second one is your land one, then work area vendor hyphen name one. It's work area vendor hyphen bookers second work area vendor hyphen year dat, because you know the declaration sequence, select query sequence, printing display sequence. everything same, no confusion. So this is just extension to the previous topic. I don't think so. You are familiar with all those stuff. Only we have added here additional three columns, and the query fetching query is totally different. No worries. We will have a in detail discussion on the select queries because our focus is not on select. Okay, select we have a separate topic. This inner gen you did not understand also. No problem. Just loop through, you can print it. So let us go for out. This is 1, 2, 3 columns from LFA1 and 1, 2, 3 columns from LFB1. Correct? So if you want me to show in debug mode, yes, stop 3. Go to select query IT vendor. IT vendor is 0, but 0 into 6. First 3 columns from LFA1, next 3 from LFB1, right? So now select, once you cross select, yes, 3 records. So 3 records only we got it, not 6 records, 3 records only. Okay, so what happens? Yes, this is obviously if you want to print this loop repeat for 3 times, finally last 4th iteration. This is a common we already know. Even you can print on site avix also. Site avix also it will print. Right, clear? So this is very easy because we are working on standard index internal table. Correct? So like if you look at here, what is the picture for this is this. Like if you go to how does this inner gen works? In the database, we have two tables, that is LFA1, LFB1. This is our requirement, correct? Two tables already have integration in the underline, right? This is your LFB1. Now this is, there is a field called as listener. There is a field called as listener. So listener through these tables are already have relationship in underlying. Tables are already integrated. Now we will go for it. This is your in. Yes, we want to go to. Yes, this is your internal table with the 6 columns and its corresponding work area with 6 columns. That is, there may be 200 or 250 fields, but we don't want all the fields, only the required. So, but here I am not writing work area LFA1 or work area LFB1. We are writing it as work area underscore vendor. The reason is because altogether we are dealing with vendor master data, right? So work area underscore, sorry, this is IT underscore vendor. So 6 columns are there, 3 plus 3. So you know that like first 3 from base tables, because without LFE1 there is no point of LFB1. That's why same sequence, the way SAP developed, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So same here also 1, 2, and 3. Yes, first 3 from LFA1. Next, here we have so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Okay. So this is the way. How does the select works? First select query. Select source is so because for your clarity, this is the way select followed by required columns. A for what? We are using alias name as A and B. Yes, alias name followed by tilde, special symbol. Tilde is a separator, not a operator. So you cannot give space before and after of tilde. That is error. Tilde only separates the alias name and a column name. Yes. Like A tilde, A representing LFA1, B representing LFB1, right? So A columns, same sequential, A tilde listener space. Each field is a column name separated by space only. Listener land one name. That is, we are fetching three columns from LFA1, remaining three from LFB1. That is the source. Targeting into internal table, which is already declared with the six columns compatible. From followed by, it is not a single source, two source with join condition. Because we have to specify what is A and B. That's why LFA1 has A, LFB1 has B. We are telling with the inner join is a keyword here, as is a keyword and all. So inner join must followed by on condition. On is nothing but common key field between common fields between these two tables we are using. Suppose on what basis it fetches listener and listener. So first it will take first listener. Okay, yes, first listener value from this table LFA1. Okay, it will fill and again same listener the other bookers ER name details corresponding details it will fetch because this is the concept. A listener to B listener. This everything there is no where clause here. Only where you want to add you can add additionally. Otherwise on is must in case of inner join. Okay, inner general select statement doesn't work. We have to go with select query with inner join. With inner join, we have outer join, etc. Don't worry. We have a separate topic on this, right? So this is the approach. Like so, make sure that these column names, whatever you specify, it should be there in LFA1. This should be there from LFB1, and the source tables must have relationship. Then only this is possible. So if I go back, first what happened? It will take one listener details from this table and again corresponding same listener details from other table. Finally, the result will be placed at here. Same inner join works with the second listener corresponding data. Yes, third listener corresponding data. But if this also listener doesn't have the corresponding data not found in LFB1, it will ignore because if one listener have multiple company codes, so it will write multiple times. This you have to remember it. Okay. So that's about your. Once you got the data into this internal table, how to proceed to the next level, you know, loop at IT vendor into work area through, you can print it to the this one. So that's why, okay, this is your, yes, working with uh, data with two database table fields. This is only you have to declaration because you, okay, so here the what is the new concept? It's so syntax to declare internal table with two database table fields. So first types colon begin of begin of line type, begin of your line type, whatever the name you want to use it, ty underscore. So now you go with end of line type. Right. Second, we have to go to data internal table type table of the above specified line type. That's it. If you want with unique key and all, you can do that, initial size and all. Otherwise, go to work area simply. So work area can be declared into like line of iTab is okay. Otherwise, type followed by line type. Type followed by. That's it. So this is your overall. Go to here, begin of line type. Now field name, that is your field one. We can, actually this is not a field, it is a kind of component. Component one type, okay, DB table one. DB table one okay, of column name. Okay, because table column that we don't know. Column one. Right? Or table field also you can write it. Because in declarations, table field. Correct. So same. So if you go for paste two times, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, we will observe what exactly the difference between. So here, hmm, so component 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is database table 1, field 1. This is field 2. This is field. This is second database table, first field. Second database table, second database table, second field. This is second database table, third field, and so on. Okay, got it? Yes, this way we are combining two database table fields. Okay, because whatever the demonstration and the syntax, you have to have some sync. Okay, clear? So this is a small topic. Right. Then next, like we have to go to this internal table. This can be declared with internal table can be declared with so observe that the overall we go with three types. One table, some fields, or two table, yes. So make sure that, yes, this is important. Make sure that underlying database tables must have a foreign key relationship. Must have foreign key relationship. Then only, okay, you can combine in this way. Okay, then only you can combine it. Because you cannot go with two tables which don't have relation, then you cannot write inner join on that. This is the prerequisite rule, you have to remember it. Then next, sometimes we will completely comment this internal table. Okay, till here our explore is over. I'm going to stop this. Okay. So this is one set of discussion, right? So we'll go to here. complete one row insertion till here. Same, so that because I want to separate our explore. Okay. Like what is this a second explore? Okay, right. You have to know that, yes, this syntax is recommended. Yes, what is that rule? This syntax is recommended, okay, to declare internal table, okay, if the business requirement is to fetch data from related tables, because we never work with a single table. See, today to you can try out this another options. I give LFA1, LFB1, right? You can try with Mara and Marcy also. Mara few fields, Marcy few fields. You can try. You will get the result. Mara, Marcy, right? K in A1 few fields, K in B1 few fields. You can try VBAK, VBAP. You can try. So tables must have a relation in the underlying in the database. Okay, clear? This is your overall like small then. But there is a one more syntax that's very important. Sometimes the another type of syntax is important. What it is? Like I want all the data from the database. Yes, fetching. This is your fetching complete data. Complete data of, okay, database table. How do you deal with this case? Because sometimes we want a complete data. So at that time, you can go with the data, simply itab type table of LFA1. It is very simple. Work area type LFA1. That's it. So it's very simple. Like now, okay, select star from LFA1 into table I tab or anything you can write it. Okay, that's it. No where clause and if size sub or c not equals to 0, then simply, okay, write. Sometimes if the LFA1 is empty, suppose no records are there, at that time no records found or no data found, best practice. No data found in LFA1. Else, if the record found, so simply loop at itab into work area end loop, right? Now the difference is, yes, this is your LFA1, right? So LFA1. LFA1, in fact, you can print all these columns. All 231 columns you can print. That is the advantage. So even I will just take you to this because wantedly only I copied it because to save time, typing time and energy, I'm just combining this way. So simply write statement. What is write statement? New line, work area hyphen MNDT. Correct? Comma. Then We'll write work area hyphen listener. Yes or no? Yes. Listener, land one, name one, all fields. Yes, even in fact, you can write all 230, you can write it. No problem. Yes. Okay, we can add a prefix work area to before all the because to save time using this approach, typing space, time and my effort. Irrespective of whether data is there or not, but you are allowed to print all 230 columns. You know, there is no such automatic approach to print a tab at a time. You have to go with this approach only. Correct? Now, pretty printer, no. So you have to move as per our this thing. Look and feel is important. Move ahead. Yes. Now, yes, this is your yes. Done. So go to execute it. So you are printing all the data here. So what is the problem here? First one, two, three, listener, domestic vendor, and all. After that, it came to yes. Second line also the same continuous second line details. Then again 113, that is actually these three lines collectively single record. These three lines second record. These three lines the third record. Reason is because the width, if the width doesn't fit, it will automatically wrap to the next line. So if you want to see after record by record, you can give skip or else what you can simply write U line. So if you want to write skip, sorry. So skip provides after each record one blank line you will get it. So but this is the blank line because of skip. So if skip is getting confused, go for U line. Now is this clear? First record, second record, third record. So because this is CT1, CT2 and all character 35, 35. So you can see this syntax and all. Right. We will go for program menu execute debugging. Debug through I want to give yes other variations. Right. So if you look at here, yes, internal table, item. Item is declared with 210 fields, 0 into 210. Yes. See, this is MAND, listener, land one, name three, name four, what 0, what 02, PFS, PFA2, PST, everything. If you want to go to further levels, can use this navigation. It's last 161 of 260. This is first 51 of 160. In between 52 of, yes, this is column by column movement, one after another. So 9, 10, 11, 12, etc. You can move right, left, similar approaches. So go to so this is your, you have to scroll like this, horizontal scroll, vertical scroll. So let's take, select star. Star, star is called as wild called character. Star is asterisk, we call it as. Star fetches all rows and all columns of the internal table. All rows and all columns. So now we will go for, there is no where clause, nothing. Fetching all the data into, yes. Now you can see here all the data because the problem is LFA1 only having three records. Three records of 230. So if you go to here, all the three records, you got it, right? So if you want to scroll, yes, you can scroll and see. You want to see at one view, there is a one concept called ALB view. Display table, internal table in ALB. So this is your look and feel is good. So closely you can, because standard index, yes, this is your index. Okay. Yes. You can see the data, available data here. Some data, sample data. Okay. We are fetching. You can navigate to last column, previous column, etc. Right. If you don't specify anything, because this is standard index internal table. Yes, if you see here, standard index table, you, because we have not specified key. So that is default key, primary key, standard, non-unique key it uses. So in case of non, what is the default key then? All the fields which are having data type, data type C, that is called as complete. All fields are inclusive key components by default. So all the fields, more or less, all the fields are considered as character type, because almost, okay, like 207, but total fields 210. That is only three are numeric fields are there. Numeric fields means int, float, fact. Those are all numeric. Other than that, if date also comes under date and time under type n, okay, CNDT and X, all those things comes under character types only. That's what. That's why MANDT is NumC 3. So character 3 only, MANDT. That's why you are getting, this is default key. Okay, so you want to print it, you know these records, Sabasi 0, it will print all the records. Yes, finally underline and done. Okay, clear? So this is another type of syntax. Right. Syntax to declare internal table with complete database table fields. That is indirectly, complete database table fields means all fields. So how do you do that all fields? We don't write, we don't type all fields. No need to type it. So it's very simple. Line type is not required. Directly you can go with internal table, type table of, type table of database table. That's it. So now, as per standard, we have to go with work area also. So work area can be declared work area like line of iTab or work area type DB. That's it. That's all. So requirement. What is that? Yes, use this type of the syntax if the business requirement, if the business requirement is to fetch, to fetch, to fetch all columns data, all fields data of single database table, because here source is single table, source is single table, right? Like suppose if you want to understand more on this particular case, we'll close this, we'll go for this example. Like suppose in the database, this is your correct LFA1, right? So LFA1, how do you describe LFA1 is important. LFA1 is having LFA1 is having 230 fields, correct? 230 fields, but three records. That is the three records means three entries. That is the status. So now we want to declare data iTab. This is your iTab. iTab type table of LFA1. What is the meaning of this? That is nothing but complete is like this way. Okay, yes, this is called as item. Same corresponding its work area also, but work area memory address is different. You should not get confused. Both are because there is no place to accommodate here. I'm writing like this. So you can stretch still more if you want it. Yes, finally, you have to remember its name is WA. Yes, WA. It is having how much? 230 fields. Internal table work area also declared with the 230 fields. And this is what? What is this? iTab is also with the 230 fields. Because when we say data, iTab type table of LFA1, because this is in program declaration. Program uses SC11 declaration. So type table of LFA1 means this internal table is declared by making use of LFA1. By making use of LFA1 all fields. LFA1 all fields. What is LFA1 first of all? LFA1 is a table, right? So table first have definition, then later data. Table is defined by using fields tab. Yes, fields tab. That is kind of table structure. So table is having 231, but this include is not considered as a record. Okay, that is just like additional row. So forget about that. So that is 230 plus 6. So what happens is that it is already there. Every table is having a its structure first. So the internal table is created by making use of LFA1 fields, LFA1 structure. That is total. So internal table is created with all fields of LFA1. Work area is created with all fields of that. Only the difference you have to know from the beginning. When you write table of, it will create a table. Without table of, it will create a row. That's already explained. So now what next? You have to rows select. So what next? This is between application layer and database layer. Between I am writing select is a keyword. Star fetches all rows and all columns of the table. From followed by database table and into table directly internal table. Internal table. That's it. So what is the result? The select query result goes to the database complete result all rows all rows all columns data directly moved to internal table at one step. Yes, all rows. That is three records. So 1, 2, 3 records, right? First record, second record, third record, but all the data. Yes, this is your actually source three records only, but columns are more. Okay, because we cannot draw two 230 columns, try to understand it, then loop through, you can print that already you know that, right? So this is another type of approach. So this is your iTab with okay, with database table fields, database table all fields, because here we are going for all fields. So very simple. Finally, conclusion, because I don't I'm here to give clarity. I don't want to confuse you. Very simple. See, this case very rarely used. That's why I introduced at the last. Because very rarely we want a complete LFA1 data, complete MARA data, complete KNA1, complete VBAK data. Very rarely we want. And even this approach, two tables data also rarely used. Okay. Most of the common thing is single table required columns, single table particular columns. That is why we have spent time on the first basic thing only. First basic things only we introduced. Okay, clear? Yes, that's about your overall uh, basic few things, few columns through. I introduced standard, started, hashed, all operations and all, right? So with this, what we have done, what we have completed is internal tables, how this declaration varies. Okay. So you have to thoroughly practice it, like how you want to, with understanding through, you have to practice so that if tomorrow for the given scenario, you can type your own code and even you can understand the like anybody written code also, right? So till now, what are all the things completed, right? So I'm more going ahead because another 10 minutes time is there. So internal table can be declared as data object directly. So till now, yes, we have worked on that. Yes, that is. But there is a one concept called as internal table, okay, table type. What is internal table also can be declared as data type, data object. This is, yes, what is the data type? Internal table with data type. So that's about your, yes, internal table type. Internal tables, table types can be classified as, yes, that is any table is general, yes, any, otherwise index. This is your outline. Any table and index table. So any table can be subclassified as, any means more generic. Under any, you come across standard, standard index, sorted index, and host. Because any, okay, these three. But index tables only classified as two. That is nothing but only standard okay, and sorted. These two only is index tables, right? So overall, yes, just like if you go to here, yes, like this is about this thing. Next, internal table types can be declared as local and global. Yes, I'm going to the next level. Internal table types can be declared as local or global. So, what is the meaning of local and global? Local internal table types, okay, and versus global internal table types, okay. Yes. So now, local internal table types declared by types keyword within. So its scope is its scope is local only. That is what is the meaning of that. Local internal table types are valid for the same program. It is cross program not supported. This is your local internal table types. Let's go to extend the scope. Yes, we have global. Yes, right. Global internal table types. Yes, it is not created centrally in a BAP dictionary, data dictionary or DDIs. Yes, it is. So its scope is global. Global means it is varied for all programs, not only programs, all function modules, and all global classes, etc., etc. Because something is there in S11, you can use it everywhere. So this is your local versus global. Okay. So now internal tables types keyword. What is the first we will go for local, then we will go for global. So the syntax goes like this. Types syntax. Syntax is types, okay, types colon T. T means table is type is standard table of, you want, you can write standard table of, again a line type, standard table of line type, then followed by standard table uses with non-unique key, that field name, and as well as initial size 0. Initial size followed by memory parameter. Yes, this is your one of the way. So same thing, I want to write it again and again. Types, types, yes, table type, local internal table type sorted. How to declare sorted table type? Sorted table support both, okay, with same non-unique key field name initial size memory parameter. Right. But sorted support types T type sorted again sorted table of line type. Yes. With the sorted support with unique key also. Unique because sorted support both then initial size 0 or M memory parameter. This is one type. Last hashed. So hashed because you have to see the close variation type hashed. When you say hashed table of line type with hashed always uses unique key only. Unique key field name. Okay, then initial size the memory parameter. That's it. So these are all about your yes. So what exactly the use or usage? Usage is yes. So it is actually what is the use? Yes, it is used to declare data object internal table. So internal table data object can be created based on that. Yes, that is the purpose. Purpose of local internal table types. Right. So in global, I have to go to SC11. SC11 through I have to demonstrate. Demonstration through only you will come to know. So you know types, okay, like standard table, sorted table, as it is. Generally, among that, this is the in-depth, in-detail syntax of each and every one. Shorter syntax only available for standard. If you don't specify, okay, standard is by default. Standard uses non-unique. Initial set these are all optional parameter. Okay. Shorter syntax is only possible for yes. This is your yes. Simplified shorter syntax for standard index internal table type. It is types T type. Standard you no need to write it. Remove standard. Table of directly. Line type. That's it. You no need to write yes. Standard sorted hashed. This is your table type. Table type. Type of table. But what about this line type is source? So table type, line type, and a key type. Yes, what type of key it uses. So here, this in case of standard, this is optional addition. In case of standard, this is also optional addition. If I remove the optional additions till here, then it remains this way. So simplified syntax only we will use always. So types same, T same, type. So remove standard not required. But you cannot remove sorted and hash that should be there. Table of as it is line type. So standard uses by default non-unique you can remove that is implicit. Initial size is implicit you can remove it. So this is introduction Actually, tomorrow in the next session, we will use this practicals also. So it seems like a bit confusion, but actually, if you are closely following the this thing, you will get clarity. Overall, I will try to give extended explanation for this to make it understand. Okay, thank you. So we'll continue in the next session.